live in the studio to my left. JK, what's up?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. The song we just heard is called Glow-Up.
Yes, it is.
Folks are going to want to know that for later in the segment.
Yeah, they should.
As well. Just put a pin in that one right there. JK, what's up? How you feeling?
I'm feeling tired. I'll tell you, I'm feeling tired, but I'm excited to be here.
I just found out, JK, who we heard in that song, Glow-Up, just a few seconds ago, you're on tour right now.
Yes, I am.
You're on tour, and you decided to swing by the Lounge Studios for our Musician of the Week segment. First of all, thank you for stopping stopping by, because you're like on the run. You've been on this tour for, I guess, about a week or so, almost a week
now, yeah.
As well, and that's very exciting. And then, so all this crazy exciting stuff is going on. You have really great music. I'm really digging your music.
Thank you.
And then I come in here and find out, wait, how old are you? You're what, 15?
I'm 15.
Oh, man, the youth movement is strong in this one. Wow, JK, that is pretty awesome. You're just 15 years old.
15.
Wow, and you have found quite a passion for music pretty early on. This is incredible. Where did that passion for music kind of find itself, or how did you get introduced to that at such a young age?
It came from my grandmother, my nana. Call her my nana. She passed recently, but my mom's mom. She was a singer, gospel singer. She did everything in church. You know, she used to be with the old 70s group back in the day. I don't know what it was called, but she used to do a lot of stuff, a lot of singing. Skip my mom, skip my aunt, and then the music.
And Mom's is here in the studio as well. We'll get her on the mic in just a second as well. So it's kind of like the thing with spiders in my family. My grandmother was really afraid of spiders, and now I'm really afraid of spiders. I know it's kind of different, but it's kind of the same thing too.
Similar.
It's kind of the same thing too. So when you kind of got introduced to this concept of singing, whatnot, like were you just kind of like singing around the house, and then somebody noted that, or what was your introduction into that directly?
I remember the day like so clearly. I was in the car with my nana and my mom, and a song that I really loved, pretty sure it was Neo's song came on, and I started singing. You know, I was comfortable, I was relaxed, and my nana was like, "Hey, you can sing." And I was like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Yeah, you can actually like really sing." I was like, "Oh, okay. Coming from you, I guess I can
That's
sing
quite
then."
a compliment, yeah.
So then I've been singing ever since. Singing in the car, singing in the shower, and then I just started taking it like really seriously about 3 years ago.
Okay. So you've been in the game. You got XP in the game.
Yeah, I have.
Just 15 years old, but you've been doing this for quite some time, and you can tell in the way that we hear your tracks, like you're used to doing this. This is how many albums have you recorded? How many songs rather have you recorded, or like stuff like that? I mean, how much experience do you have really in the booth?
4 songs.
Okay.
That have been mixed and mastered. 4 songs. That's my first single, and then I'm coming out with my EP this month.
Very exciting news. Absolutely. Want to tell the folks how, of course, they can get that in the second half in just a moment. So you definitely want to pay attention to that. That's incredible to me. Like this experience is a lot, because we're just great. I wasn't doing what you're doing, certainly, and kind of the comment was made. Look, you guys are up to a lot these days. Young folks are up to a lot. Does it feel like a lot sometimes that you're like going to school and you got to do social stuff, interact socially with your friends, and then your family, balancing all of that stuff? I mean, it's a lot for us as adults, and I put that word in heavy quotation marks, adults. It's hard for us to kind of handle that kind of thing. Do you ever kind of feel the pressure, being just 15?
I do, a lot, more specifically because I am 15, and I hold myself up to very high expectations, even though I shouldn't sometimes, but I do all the time. But you definitely feel the pressure a lot. School, I have school, and then my work. This is my job. And then, with the tour and everything that I'm doing, and, seeing family and keeping up my friends and relationships and stuff like that, it can be hard. But, I make it work somehow.
You make it work.
I don't know how
it's the magic sauce.
Yeah, there is something.
Put it all together. Absolutely in that. We're speaking with our Musician of the Week. She goes by JK. She's here in the studio to my left, especially if you are watching us on Facebook Live. And this is pretty exciting for me. I like talking to artists, because the creative process, I think, is important in understanding even other things outside of music and entertainment. I think it helps with that process as well. What's your creative process? What do you like to make songs about, or what do you like to write about And also some other stuff. You do more than just music. We'll get to that in just a second. But what do you like musically specifically within your music? What do you like to write about lyrically, or what inspires you or moves you?
A lot of empowerment stuff. I'm all about empowerment. I have been for a really long time, but more specifically female empowerment. Back in the day, I used to have times where I wasn't feeling as good about myself, or stuff like that, and I had many a times where I got into arguments and issues with other girls, which sucks. I'm hashtag girl love and everything, so I always write stuff about empowering yourself and feeling good within yourself and your body, and that's specifically what Glow-Up is about, and what my other songs are going to be about too.
It seems that your generation, and I don't mean that to seem like you're so much different than us as millennials. You're not. I mean, but you guys, technically, they call you guys a different generation. But your generation seems to deal with that. Generation Z, if you will, deals with that. The idea of, sort of outside pressure and, relationships in a whole different way, even than we did. And honestly, we're not that far from you.
Right.
Does that ever become challenging, for folks in your space to kind of, make friends, be nice with each other, and almost kind of have sort of a real life profile when there's so much that can be done online or through other means of communication? Do you all ever struggle with that? And I just want to ask somebody who's actually in this age group, because everyone always asks me, and I'm like, I don't know, you got to ask them. But I would love your perspective on that. Does that ever become hard to kind of feel like a real person in a real space with all those challenges?
For me personally, sometimes it does. I'm not a real social media person. I'll get on when I have to, because I'm an artist and stuff. But I do feel like it limits people, sometimes, because you don't have conversations and everything, and when you're texting or doing whatever, you can't actually see the person's facial expressions and all that stuff. You don't know what they're really saying.
Right.
And, it sucks. But it is cool because it does let you make new friends that you never thought you could have. Like, I have some friends in Canada that I've never been to Canada, but I have friends in Canada now, so it's cool. But it does limit you somewhat because you don't fully understand what everybody's saying.
And that's a very good perspective on that. I think there are a lot of advantages to that. It doesn't always have to be bad. It doesn't always have to be negative, of course. But it is a different perspective sometimes, a different approach in the way that you think of things. Our musician of the week, she goes by JK here in the studio to my left. You got Moms to your left, correct?
Yes.
Hey, Moms.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm
That
doing
microphone
great.
does work, and it does
you.
not
Hi.
bite.
Okay.
Yes. How you doing, Moms?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Now, this does seem to be a family approach here. By the way, I am very impressed with the press kit. You guys are just like right on it. I'm sorry. I know that's a production element. I was just so impressed. But anyway, it's a family effort as well. Like, talk about how important of a role, like what role does your family play in your development and in your success?
Very, very big role. My mom is my best friend. So is my dad. They're my best friends all the time. And, it's very supportive in everything that I do. And it's really important, I think, as being a 15-year-old, having my parents there with me every step of the way. My mom is on tour with me. My dad's coming down next week, I think. Thursday. Sorry. He's coming down. They're always with me every step of the way. They're in the studio with me. I never leave their side. So, it's good, but it's awesome to have a real big supportive group behind you.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like during a time. I mean, when I was that age, I was trying to be all cantankerous and like, I'm Mom, like I'm trying to do my own thing right now.
She does that sometimes.
A little bit. Okay, all right. Hey, but it's a part of this. It's a part of like your development and your growth as well. Like, still you're 15. That means that you're just like any other 15-year-old. And a lot of the stuff that you do. Do you kind of feel like you miss out on some of the stuff of being a regular 15-year-old that you can just, I don't know what 15-year-olds do these days.
I don't either, to be honest.
But do you ever miss some of those maybe regular elements of just kind of just taking it easy? And
I guess. Like I said, I really don't know what 15-year-olds do nowadays. There's so many different things. Some 15-year-olds are doing what I'm doing, and then I've met a 15-year-old motivational speaker like a couple weeks ago. So you can't really like put them all into one group, unfortunately. But I guess like the little things like going to the park Do they go to the park?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
Do we still have parks?
Yeah,
I know I've seen them. I've seen them online. I know that that's a
pictures on
thing,
Google.
as well, but I'm not sure if it's a real thing or not. JK is our musician of the week. She's in the studio to my left. The song that we heard on the way in, it's called Glow-Up, right? Tell us a little bit about Glow-Up, because there's also a promotion behind this that folks at home can get involved in and engaged in as well. Talk to us about that.
Well, Glow-Up is, I wrote it about the physical and mental, like, glowing up of a young girl or a boy, whichever. You know, the mental part behind it is, you know, thinking more maturely, you know, coming into yourself, I guess, getting better at schoolwork, I guess, I don't know, whatever way you want to put it. You know, the physical is, you know, getting off, you know, dealing with the acne and then finally getting rid of it, and, you know, coming into yourself and feeling more comfortable. I always say acne because it's just
It's a
something
good
that I
example.
struggle
It's
with.
very important right now.
And yeah,
Yes.
my acne and my braces, and you know, my braces are coming off soon, and then my acne's going away. So I'm coming into my glow.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I
Glow
always
it up.
say
That's right. That's right. Glow up. Everybody's glow up is cool, man. Everybody's glow up is special, and the idea that you focus on that empowerment aspect is, I think, very important too.
Thank you.
There's a lot of folks, young folks, older folks, just alike, that don't take enough time to recognize their own kind of importance in their own glow up, if you will. Like, how do you, if you pay so much attention to what everybody else is doing, you're paying attention to everybody else's glow up, then you don't get a chance to focus on your own.
Right.
You know, so it's an important concept that you focus on too with, you know, self-empowerment. It's something that's so easy for us to lose track
To
of.
forget about.
It's
Yeah.
so easy. We can follow, you know, 5,000 people on social media. Again, I always bring up social media
That's
too,
right.
right? But we always, you know, we can follow 5,000 people on social media and have no real connection with
Right. Yeah.
ourselves, or what are we really bringing to that table, or are we just kind of, you know, creating ourselves from what other people are doing? And I think a lot of people do that. And you got to be motivated to, and reminded almost in a way, to be yourself.
Right.
It's a very important message.
I agree with that, because you know, it's sad that you don't see you know, kids being themselves nowadays. You see 12-year-olds acting like 25-year-olds, which you know, it's weird, but you know, it's not what everyone is used to. And I want to remind kids, you know, just be yourself.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
know, find yourself.
So there's a contest that's attached to this song too, as well. So okay, so how can folks out there participate in this contest? What's the contest made up of?
Well, I know to be in the music video is like the prize, I guess. I don't know if you call it a prize.
Yeah, that's a prize. I'm trying to be in a music video.
You can automatically be in the music video.
I got an automatic in.
Yes.
Somebody celebrate that. Yes. The crowd goes wild. All right. So I'm in, but the rest of y'all got to work for it. So tell if you're not a radio guy that has the advantage of talking to brilliant artists each week, how do you do it?
Well, there's an art contest. I drew my cover for the single Glow Up, and when people draw it, a lot of people are sending it to me, and you know, I'm choosing some of the best ones that I really, really like, and then those people, we get in contact with the parents. You know, gotta make sure parents approve and all that stuff, and then you know, they can be in the video.
Do they still say get your parents' permission before going online?
I don't think they do.
I don't know. They should. They should bring that back. They should bring that back.
That was an awesome phrase.
Yes, it used to happen all the time. But anyway, so folks can submit this. Where are they submitting their artist submissions, and where can they get ideas? I mean, where can they kind of check this information out online?
Well, most of it is on my Instagram. All the rules and all the contact is on my Instagram.
Cool.
But you can also see a majority of it on my website, which is Jordan Simone. That's my full name, in case you didn't know.
Jordan Simone. Tell us how you spell that too, by the way.
www.jordanseamon.com.
There you go. And of course, you have your own website.
Yes.
Amazing.
My mom made
Amazing.
it.
Well done, Mom. That was a very good move. Very good move. So we'll repeat that information again after the break as well. And the song is called Glow Up. We'll play it for you on the way out of this break. Coming back on the other side, we'll talk about some other places that we can check out more of your music, what's coming up, upcoming tour dates, and all this other stuff.
Cool.
Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. JK is our musician of the week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on WURD Radio. This is The Lounge with Keaton Nichols. Cool. Good stuff. You don't have to play like another 2 minutes. You don't have to play the whole. I just want people to be reminded again.
get to this feature, of course. No,
Good work. Well played. You guys got this down.
I've done a couple of these now, so yeah, hopefully.
She's getting better. She's, the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Way more articulate than a 15-year-old. I swear I wish I talked that good when I was that young.
Yeah, it helps. It helps.
Yeah. Speaking is so important.
Absolutely.
As you know, it's so important. People still don't know how to speak.
So you guys are in Atlanta now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you about the Atlanta sound, whether or not there's an Atlanta sound that influences your work, or whether or not you create your sound from it. We'll talk about that because we talked yesterday almost the whole show. We talked about what is that, Donald Glover and his "This Is America" video.
I haven't seen the
I
whole thing.
have.
I'm
Yeah,
so
it's pretty
mad at
visceral.
myself.
It's very visceral. A lot of very grabby images in that.
Very.
But yeah, like Atlanta's like one of those powerhouses of creativity. Like there's so much.
Black Hollywood.
Yeah,
Semi Black Hollywood.
It really is. If it's not already, it's definitely turning into it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, and I'm not encouraging that behavior either, because I'm a loose swinger either. I mean, too.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that definitely has a lot to do with the sound, the way you comprise the sound and everything else like that. There's so many great projects that are coming out of Atlanta right now, out of that era right now. That is dope. Oh, the thing ended?
No, it's still there. For now.
So cool.
Yeah. It's on everything, right?
I feel like honored.
Yeah.
So, did you want to do something live at the end? Did you want to perform something live?
It doesn't matter to me.
Once you debut your new song.
Ooh, sure.
Oh, we got new fire. Then we can. We need a hip hop horn. Can we cue one? I'm gonna find you a hip hop horn right now.
Find me a hip hop horn.
I'm gonna find you a hip hop horn right now, and that's what we're gonna use because we have all these exclusives now. Like so many people are like releasing new music on this show, and we didn't really have like a hip hop, like a brand new exclusive. But that's the one. We need that.
That's
Cue that up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We gotta have
we gotta
that.
cut that and turn that into an MP3 later.
Yeah, no, send it in the lounge thing. We can do it after the show. But yeah, that'd be really cool. So do you want to?
So you can finally stop doing it yourself.
I know, right? Because I keep doing I literally
She does
do the
it
sound
too.
effects
She
into
does
the
it
microphone. Exactly. Like that's hot. Like. So do you have an instrumental that you wanted, or did you want to do it a cappella?
I just do it a cappella.
All right, I like it. I like it.
I figured about to flex my fingers. Let me find something.
I can pull it up. You want to pull the music up?
Myself. No, I don't. I'm gonna do it a cappella.
You rather? Okay. Okay. New music. Tell them. Tell them you're gonna debut.
I'm gonna do. I don't know how to do this.
Just talk. It's
I'm going to do a cappella
Oh, I know what
debut
of your new
of
song
my new song
called.
called "Trying to Be Like Me."
So listen.
So listen,
Invite your friends.
invite your friends,
Like it
like it
if you like it.
if you like it,
Share it.
share it
Thank
if
you.
you want to.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Coming to myself. Look.
All right.
Let's see if she can hear you.
Hi, Auntie Darlene.
Stand by, y'all.
All right, ready? Hey, welcome back. It's the lounge right here on 900 AM, 96.1 FM. Turn your radios up. The Glo-Up going on right now. To my left is the artist behind that song, JK, in the studio right now. What's up, JK? JK. You guys are in the middle of a tour right now.
Yes, we are.
Right now, you're traveling all over the place.
Right
Are you going to be
now.
performing in Philly anytime soon?
Yeah, I have like 10 performances in Philly.
Oh, awesome. We'll get to those in just a moment. Right now, you guys based out of Atlanta right now.
Yes.
Atlanta, that is like the mecca. That is like the centerpiece
I know.
of like black creativity
Yes,
right now.
that was
I
a good
feel
word.
like you
That was a good word.
thank you. You had said during the break it's kind of like a black Hollywood.
Yeah, it is.
I like that term. Does that help spur some of your creativity, like the things that you do there? Does that kind of help in that process of creating, music, and you also do other stuff? You act as well too, right?
Yes. I think Atlanta does. The black Hollywood, I think it really does that part of it, black empowerment. They're really big about that down there,
Yeah.
And it's a great place for me to start out with my music because as soon as I put out one thing, one person hears it and then it's spread across like so many other platforms, and it's really cool because they're all about black power and everything down there, want to support each other, which is awesome. So I love it, that part of Atlanta.
That's
And
a
the
big
weather.
part of the support. Well, yeah, but I was gonna say I could get used to that as well. Just a point of note. But yeah, I think it being in that type of city. I mean, Philadelphia in many ways, offers a lot of those aspects as well, in a different way. Certainly a different way. Every city kind of has its own unique,
absolutely.
sort of interaction. I mean, have you been to a lot of cities, to perform or to create, or is that kind of on the bucket list? How have you interacted with those different cities, those different environments, I should say?
I've been to a lot of cities in Georgia, a couple different performances and stuff, and they do inspire me because I see different things and I meet different people, and every once in a while I'll come up with a line in a conversation, and I'll write it down on my notepad, and then it'll be put into my next song. So it's very inspiring, depending on what city you're in. I just came up with the line, I can't say it, but I just came up with the line yesterday. I think we were in New York. We were in New York? Yeah, we were in New York, and
So you travel a lot when you're like, what city were we in? What country was that? Oh yeah, we were in Belize, no problem. We were in France, just hanging out in Spain, no problem. So, oh, it's happening already. I see it already. But that's very exciting, especially to be able to travel and to kind of have that experience as well.
It's fun.
There's a lot that you're doing as an artist already. I mean, when you think about what future projects might look like. Do you consider or have you planned on working with other artists as well and kind of expanding maybe your sound and your brand in that capacity?
Yes, absolutely. I'm open to working with almost any artist. I really enjoy working with new people. I love meeting new people. And I have some new stuff coming up. I just haven't released it yet, but I got some new stuff coming up with different styles. It's not all the same. The EP that is coming out this month is called Untitled. And it's called that because you can't put a title on it because every song in there is just so different.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Okay,
It's
I
cool.
respect it.
It's like hip.
Right. It's super meta. Like I like it. Like it's right here. First, where can we find your music right now? If I want to listen to some JK right now,
Right this very second. You can go on Tidal, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, pretty much everything. It's on everything. And just search GLOUP-JK.
there you go.
There's no W in the glow.
No W in the
We're hip.
That's right. Again, we just explained this. We're hip and we're fresh. And that's how you do it. GLOUP-JK.
Yeah.
Look, that's literally exactly what you can type in. So you can listen, you can catch some of her music right now. And so this upcoming EP, do we get a date on this?
May 30th, I believe.
May 30th.
Yeah, May 30th.
Got 22 days. 22 days. Are you excited?
I am. It's really nerve-wracking, but I'm mostly excited.
Is this your first EP release or?
Yeah, my first EP.
Okay, all right. So that makes it a hot new hip hop exclusive.
Yes, it does.
Eric, there it is.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yes. Sorry, we got that air horn just for that. We'll work on it.
Awesome.
But I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the release as well. And you're also on tour. Where can we find you like on tour? Because you're going to be doing shows, I guess, live, or how does that work? What are we on tour for here? Yeah.
Mostly live, except for the few radio interviews that I got, but mostly live. Any live shows, they're all on my Instagram and Facebook. Well, let me see. I got a list here. Ooh. Oh, this is a struggle.
The
Okay.
Centennial Banquet.
Okay, thank you. We got the Centennial Banquet.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that? Okay, hold on. Okay.
We're getting the
around.
logistics right here.
Oh, yes,
We're
okay.
figuring it all out.
Banquet, that's in Philly. There's a Mighty Writers performance. That's also in Philly. That's May 15th. What's the next one in Philadelphia? The More Life Fashion Show. I'm going to a fashion show.
More Life?
Yeah, More
Is
Life.
Drake gonna be there?
I hope. I
Okay.
wish. No, I doubt it. Let's see what else. I got.
Mega Squad cheerleading banquet.
Ooh, I'm cheering. I forgot about that one.
See, this is another thing that happens when you're big time. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. I got to have to perform here. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Also that one.
The Campbell Washington Joppa Lodge number 737.
Hey, Mom, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right, Mom. The representing. Let's get Mom in
Yeah.
front of the mic here.
I look
There
at
you
this,
go.
I look at this a little bit more than she does, obviously. So
Listen, look, when you reach a certain level of big time, okay, right?
you have an
gotta have
assistant.
people. You gotta have people who are willing to work
administrative
with you.
assistant.
Yes.
Right. So she has the Centennial Banquet of the Campbell Washington Joppa Lodge. Those are Masons on May 12th, where she's performing because they're honoring youth.
Word.
She also has Mighty Writers South. That's on Christian Street. So those are a group of kids that she used to hang out with when she was in a writing club. She's going to perform there for them. She's doing the Chester County Mega Squad in Exton. They're having their cheerleading banquet on May 20th. She'll be there.
Very cool.
She'll be at World Cafe Live, at Fire. She'll be at the Soundboard. The More Life High-End Model Fashion Show is on May 26th.
Nice, very nice.
So I think that's everywhere in Phil, and of course we're here at WURD. We can't forget that.
That's right. We're here right now, live, directed in the building. That's right. That's right. Very exciting. And folks, again, can check out your website too for more information on this stuff too, right?
Yes, they can.
And one more time, just the spelling on that, just so nobody has any confusion.
Absolutely. www.jordanseamon.com. Yeah, that's what
In case, we'll go back on the tape and let you know if you get misspelled.
Awesome.
JK is in the studio to my left. She is our musician of the week, and I really appreciate you all taking the time out. Before you guys go, though, can I ask for a live performance?
Absolutely.
Can that happen on an evening like this? Because it seems perfectly right for it. So what are we hearing for tonight's live a cappella performance?
Let's see. We can. I can perform unreleased single.
Yeah, you know what that means. Yes. Hot new hip hop again. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
All right, we're definitely excited about the new release. There it is.
That's it. That's
Yes,
what
there it is. So excited about this. We're about to hear stuff that has never been heard before. I love it right here on the lounge. All right, I'm going to turn my mic off. I'm going to back off. I'm going to let you do your thing. This is JK. She's our musician of the week.
All right, you guys ready? No, I'm good. Look at me. You can tell me what you see. Yeah, the judgment of eyes. It must be inside of me. Must be. You know, I've had my ups and downs. Yeah, I'm not as perfect as I seem. Hey, but I've always turned around. Yeah, trying to be like me. That's it.
Hey, I like the snippet. I like the snippet. It's super exclusive.
Ooh.
Yes. That is our artist of the week, our musician of the week, JK, right here in the studio. Go check out her music right now, across all streaming platforms, right? If you stream music out there, you can catch your music. And we're searching Glo-Up.
Glo-Up. Without a W.
G-L-O. To Glo-Up. That's right. So make sure you go check out her music. Get those streams popping as well. And check her out on tour, your website as well. Folks want to check that out for future dates, appointments, and music, and all that other good stuff. Make sure you check that out again. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy schedules, your busy tour, to come by and stop by the lounge. As well as you become more and more famous, don't forget about us, the little guys here on the lounge. As well. And folks, don't forget about that Glo-Up promotion as well. So one more time before we go, where can folks send their suggestions for the cover there?
You can send everything to my Instagram. That's IamJKSEAMON. One more time, it's IamJKSEAMON. You can DM me directly. I won't ignore you, I promise. And then you can also contact me on my website at JORDAN DANSEAMON.com. And you can also call my mom if you want to at 215-834-9486.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Thank you again to both of you. Thanks again, JK, for performing live and all that other good stuff. I wish you the best of success. It seems like you've already found quite a lot of it already. All right, so we'll get to a quick commercial break. We'll continue the lounge on the other side of this break, so don't go anywhere. We'll open up those phone lines again at 215-634-8065. And I guess at some point we got to talk about Childish Gambino's wife. I don't know why, but y'all made it a thing, so now it's a thing. We'll be right back on the other side of this break with more lounge.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You say bye to everybody.
Thank you.
Why is it doing that?